The August 2026 Costco coupon book just landed, valid July 27th through August 23rd, and it is loaded. This is not a normal month. Charmin dropping $6, which almost never happens. A 75-inch QLED under 500 bucks. A Shark cordless with $60 off that is genuinely one of the better vacuum deals I have seen this year. Kirkland Organic Peanut Butter at $9.99 right as lunchbox season kicks in. Back to school, electronics, and household stock-up hitting the same window. If you have a membership, this is the shopping trip. Grab a cart. Let's go. Starting in the pantry because the first deal here sets the tone. Kirkland Signature Olive Oil, the 3-liter workhorse jug, sits at around $19.99, and that is the price you use for everything. Sheet pans, sautéing, roasting, the boring daily stuff. But right next to it is the Kirkland Extra Virgin Italian at $27.99 for 2 liters in the glass bottle. And those two products do different jobs. The plastic jug is for cooking. The Italian glass is for finishing a salad or bread dipping. If you use olive oil for both, you buy both. Context for anyone who has not been paying attention: a 2-pack of 3-liter bottles went from $25 in 2021 to over $50 by 2023. This is not a category where prices are coming back down. 2 aisles over is the deal that made me pause. Kirkland Signature Organic Creamy Peanut Butter, 2 big jars, $9.99 in the August coupon book. No added sugar, 2 ingredients, U.S. Valencia peanuts. Right as school starts. Costco knows exactly what they are doing. Sitting near it, Kirkland Organic Strawberry Spread at $8.69, also in the book. Grab both and you have roughly 6 weeks of sandwiches for under 20 bucks. That is the math that matters. One more here before we move. Kirkland Salted Butter. Prices jumped almost $1 in a single week during early 2025, so if it is priced right at your warehouse, stock up. Butter freezes clean for 6 months. Something else to watch for in bakery, but we are not there yet. Let's stay cold for a second. Straight into the freezer aisle. The big frozen protein wall is where the sticker shock happens first, and the math wins second. Whatever your warehouse has, whether it is the Kirkland Wild Shrimp Bag or the frozen chicken breasts, do the price per pound calculation before you flinch. That number almost always looks different than the tag suggests. A 10-pound bag at 40 bucks reads as scary until you divide. Right in the book this month, just bare lightly breaded chicken breast chunks with $4 off. This is the family dinner in 15 minutes bag. Toss them in the air fryer, cut up an apple, done. Kids do not care that you did no work. Frozen fruit for smoothies. If you are not buying it here, you are paying too much elsewhere. Mangoes, mixed berries, the pineapple chunks. Fast. No thought. And because someone at Costco knew what they were doing, Oreo mini frozen dessert sandwiches are $3 off in the book. Register lane logic in the freezer aisle. Fair warning on this whole section. If you do not have a chest freezer, half of this aisle is a trap. You will get it home, stare at your regular freezer, and start throwing away things you paid for last month. Know your storage before you commit. Now into household bulk, which is where the coupon book stops being fun and starts being real money. Anchor of the whole household run is Kirkland Signature Free and Clear Laundry Detergent, 194 fluid ounces, $3.60 off in the August book. Cost per load on this is already better than Tide, and when the free and clear formula is on sale, that gap widens fast. But right on the same page, Tide Pods, 152 count, or the Ultra Oxi Powder, $6 off. So the buyer decision is real. If your family runs Tide Loyalty deep, $6 off is your window. If you are already Kirkland, the 360 just makes it easier. There is no wrong answer here, but there is a wrong month to buy neither. Now, the payoff from the hook. Charmin Ultra Soft Bath Tissue. 30 rolls, $23.99 after $6 off. That $6 markdown genuinely does not happen often. And here is where it gets interesting. Kirkland Signature Bath Tissue, 30 rolls, sits at $24.99 every day. So Charmin on sale is now cheaper than Kirkland. That is upside down math. Buy the name brand this month specifically because the store brand is not on promo. Fast run through the rest of the household deals in the book. Cascade Complete Shine Boost, 92 count, $4 off. Kleenex Trusted Care, 10-pack of 230 count boxes, $4 off. Reynolds Wrap Heavy Duty, 2 rolls at 150 square feet each, $6.50 off. These are the boring purchases you pay full price for 11 months of the year. And Ziploc Freezer Gallon or the Variety Pack, roughly $2.80 to $2.90 off, which, call back to 2 aisles ago, is exactly what you need for everything we just talked about freezing. Which brings us to point 4. And this is where the timing of this entire trip stops being a coincidence. The window on the August coupon book closes August 23rd. School starts. The reason the title says before August is not marketing. It is the actual deal calendar. Anchor of this stop, and honestly, one of the strongest deals in the book, the TCL 75-inch Q77K QLED 4K TV at $479.99 with the All-State 3-year protection plan bundled in. A 75-inch QLED under $500 is not a normal price point. This is the dorm room decision, the family room decision, the finally replacing the old plasma decision. And right underneath it in the same book, Samsung U8000H Crystal UHD models across the board. 70-inch at $399.99, 50-inch at $249.99, 43-inch at $229.99. So now you have a real choice. Do you want the QLED punch for around 80 more? Or does the 70-inch Samsung at $399 hit exactly what you need? There is more on the electronics wall, but I want to get there properly. Hold that thought. Kirkland Kids snack pouches, the big 90-count box, limit 4 per member. That is a full school semester of lunchbox filler. Or 3 weeks if your kids figure out where you hide the box. Rapid run through the parent aisle. Huggies plus diapers, $10 off per box. Sizes 1 through 7, limit 3 per size. Pampers Swaddlers Ultra, also $10 off. Kirkland Baby Wipes, $4 off. Costco knows exactly who is walking through that door in August, and Costco is not wrong. Now, weirdly, one of the strongest deals in this whole book is not back to school and not a TV. Stop 5. And this one caught me off guard. The Shark Stratus Cordless with Clean Sense IQ and the Duo Clean Power Fins Hair Pro Head, $60 off. Item number 775815 if you are checking your app. $60 off makes this one of the better cordless vacuum deals I have seen all year. I did not walk in here looking for a vacuum. Nobody walks in here looking for a vacuum. But 60 off a Shark in this tier changes the shopping list, especially heading into fall cleaning season when everyone remembers that carpets exist again. Patio and outdoor is what I actually came for this stop. And this is where selection is genuinely going to vary by warehouse. Late July is the awkward moment where summer inventory is thinning, but not gone. If your warehouse still has the umbrellas, the coolers, the folding gazebos in stock, ask what has been touched by the clearance sticker. Some of the best patio deals of the year happen right in this window because the fall stuff is already being unloaded in the back. While we are talking about surfaces and cleaning, book deals to note: Lysol spray or toilet bowl cleaner, $4 off. Clorox toilet wand, Or disinfecting wipes, $4 off. Grab whatever you actually run out of. Repellent and citronella if your warehouse still has stock. Bug season is not done. Speaking of things that are absurdly early, the bakery, which is where we are going next, and the timing is going to surprise you. Walking past the bakery case in July and seeing pumpkin anything is objectively ridiculous. And yet, Costco Bakery has been rotating in fall pastries already because warehouse timing works about 6 weeks ahead of the calendar. So, if you see a peaches and cream croissant pastry, a strawberry cream pie, or the first signs of fall spice, that is normal for this window. Absurd, but normal. Actual anchor of this stop, the Kirkland Signature Chocolate Chip Cookie Bar Cake at $18.99. Some warehouses ring it up closer to $21.55, so check your tag. 2.5 pounds. Layers of chocolate chip vanilla and chocolate sponge sandwiched with cookie cream and blondie bits, topped with chocolate icing. This is the dessert you buy when a family thing is happening and you did not have time to bake. Kirkland croissants, 12-pack, $5.99. That is roughly 50 cents a croissant. Nothing at a real bakery comes close. If you have breakfast people in your house, this is a permanent list item. Kirkland sweet and salty cookies, chocolate chunk with caramel and pretzel bits, $10.99 for the 24-pack. That is dessert for a while, or one really enthusiastic weekend. Honesty moment in the middle of a section full of good news. The Kirkland muffins 8-pack at $6.99 are the one bakery item where the value case actually got worse. This used to be 12 muffins for the same money. That is roughly a 54% price bump per ounce, and the mix and match is gone. They are still fine. They are just not the deal they used to be. Bagels, grab them. Move on. Rotisserie chicken, $4.99. And yes, I know it is technically deli. Costco has held that price since 2009. It is a loss leader, and they know it. Call back to the olive oil stop earlier. At this price, the chicken is cheaper than what I put on the salad I am making with it. Costco sheet cake, custom half sheet at $24.99. 10-inch round at $15.99. That is birthday party math right there. And if strawberries are your thing, the strawberry and cream pie is $18.99, 4 pounds of graham crust and whipped cream. Warm weather dessert while warm weather is still here. Now stop 7, and I want to spend a minute here because this is where people leave money on the table. Point 7 is the Kirkland and Coupon Book protein play, and it is loaded this month. Orgain protein plus Superfoods plant-based protein powder, $8 off. That is the anchor. But if plant-based is not your thing, the same book has Orgain collagen peptides plus probiotics unflavored at $6 off, Premier Protein 30-gram shakes at $8 off, and Muscle Milk ultra-filtered 33-gram at $7 off. 4 different protein products discounted in the same window. Pick the one that fits how you actually use it. If you are grabbing shakes on the way out the door, Premier. If you cook with it, organ powder. If you are older and mixing collagen into coffee, that is what the peptides are for. Protein bars, same book, 3-way decision. IQ bar, $6 off. Pure protein bars, $7.60 off. Perfect Bar Organic, $6 off. Perfect Bar is refrigerated and tastes closest to real food. IQ Bar if you are watching sugar. Pure Protein if you want the biggest markdown. All 3 are valid. Liquid Death Soda flavored. Sparkling Water, $4.50 off in the book. Weird brand, real deal. And one you probably walked past, Kirkland Signature Daily Dry Facial Towels. $22.69 for 4 boxes at 200 count each. Made in Korea. If you are the kind of person who is buying these 1 box at a time somewhere else, that number is going to sting in a good way. Point 8 is the fast lap through pets and kids because we have covered a lot and I want to keep moving. Kirkland Signature Dental Chews, the 72 count. When these hit the coupon book, and they usually do in August, $6 off makes this real money. Professional dog dental cleanings involve sedation and are expensive. A daily chew is the alternative that keeps the tooth situation from becoming a wallet situation. Kids' snack pouches back for a second look because you are going to need more of these than you think. The 90 count box disappears in about 2 days if the kids know where it lives. Do not ask me how I know. That is how bulk snacks work in general. Diapers callback, since we already covered the Huggies and Pampers deals 2 stops ago. And the Snapware Pyrex 18-piece glass storage set, $19.99 after $5 off. That is lunch containers, leftovers, and every prep bowl you own replaced in one box. There is always something ridiculous in this section, too. The oversized plush, the summer clearance kids pool toy, whichever seasonal thing did not sell. Buy it or do not, but do notice it. Now, point 9, and this is where I finish what I started back at stop 4. The full TV lineup one more time, because if you missed any of this the first time, it matters. TCL 75-inch Q77K QLED, $479.99, with the All-State 3-year plan included. Samsung U8000H Crystal UHD, 70-inch at $399.99, 50 at $249.99, 43 at $229.99. The QLED versus Crystal UHD choice comes down to what you actually watch. Sports and bright rooms benefit from the QLED. Regular streaming in a normal living room, the Samsung Crystal is genuinely fine, and the 70-inch at $400 is where I would probably land if I had to choose today. There is no bad answer. There is only the answer that fits your wall. Food Saver Preserve Vacuum Sealing System, $79.99 after $20 off. Which, call back to the freezer aisle, is exactly the tool you need to actually use those bulk proteins we talked about. Buy the shrimp, portion it out, seal it, put it away. No freezer burn, no waste. Kirkland Signature K-Cups, 120 pods, $8 off in the book. All 4 roasts are eligible: Pacific Bold, Breakfast Blend, Summit Roast, and French Roast. If you burn through K-Cups in your house, this is a real stock-up moment. And the Oral-B iO rechargeable brushes, 2-pack, which is the big ticket item on the health page this month. If you and your spouse have been arguing about brush heads for years, this ends that. Point 10 is clearance and end caps. And this is where the trip gets weird in the best way. Anchor here is boring on the shelf and mathematically brutal in the cart. Dixie Ultra paper plates, 240 count, $13.99 after $4 off. Nobody makes a video about paper plates. And yet, if you have back-to-school lunches, a birthday party, or a family cookout in the next month, that number per plate is not something you match at a grocery store. Real money on something you actually use. Bridgestone tires, $80 off any set of 4. This is the deal you time your car maintenance around. Pre-fall driving, before the weather turns, this is the window. Apparel end cap. Depending on your warehouse, this is where you will find the Adidas fleece or the Kirkland fleece with $4 knocked off. Nothing glamorous, everything wearable. Vitamins are on sale in this book too. They are on sale in almost every book. Whatever brand you actually take, check the book before you pay full price. And then there is the item that has no business being here but is. Every clearance section at Costco has one. A cordless leaf blower next to a case of protein bars. A garden statue next to a printer. Buy the weird one if the price actually works. Skip if it does not. That is the whole trick. Reversal for anyone about to blow through this section. The biggest markdown is not always the best deal. If it is a giant pack of something you will not use, the price per unit does not save you anything. Read the pack size before you read the sticker. Grabbed a few more things on the way to the register because that is how this always ends. Membership perk worth naming out loud. Costco gas is consistently 10 to 15 cents per gallon under the next closest station. Over a year, that alone almost pays for the base membership. Kirkland wine or the imported champagne if your warehouse has it in this window. Selection genuinely varies, so this is a walk past and look moment, not a plan. The book table by the entrance, always worth 30 seconds. Cookbooks and hardcovers at prices that make the bookstore version look silly. Kirkland Signature Pesto Pasta Salad, $22.17 per package. Newer prepared food, trottle pasta with mozzarella pearls and pesto. Not cheap per pound, but if you have a lunch you did not plan for, it solves the problem in about 4 minutes. Flower bouquet on the way out. 15 to 20 bucks, and it looks like you tried. And the last thing I almost missed, which is exactly why I mention it, whatever end cap sits between the register and the door, that is where they put the impulse math. Sometimes it is real, sometimes it is not. Check the tag. That is the cart. Honestly, the muffins are the one thing I would probably put back. Everything else earned its spot. Thanks for coming along, and I will see you at the next one.